She didn't deserve what happened. If anything, she just deserved to be where I am.
Did she warp your personality? Did she warp your mind? Did she warp your moral compass?
In the beginning, yes. And through my life, yes. She taught me how to be a good liar, a very good liar without any conscience. And I'm changing that. I'm trying to be a good person now. I don't want to be like my mother, and I'm nothing like her.
You say all you did was to ask him a question, but in the 3 days prior to the murder, you had some text exchanges that seemed to me that this Plan B was pretty much a collaborative process.
I just wish I could go back and walk in front of somebody, and none of this would have had to happen.
You said he could have said no, you could have walked out that front door. You called a cab after you hacked her to death, you could have got to call that cab and left. You could have gone to a women's shelter, you could have gone to a police station.
She would have found me. She would have convinced them that I was lying. And she had paperwork to prove like I was mentally incompetent. Nobody would have believed me.
You think this was your only exit?
I thought it was at the time.
What do you think now?
If I can go back, now I know I should have called my dad. I should have told somebody. I should have walked in front of somebody. And it would have changed everything.
Tell me about this post.
Me and Nick made that post on her Facebook account.
It says, "The bitch is dead." It says, "I slashed that fat pig and raped her sweet innocent daughter. Her scream was so loud, LOL." Why that particular message?
It was alarming. The whole point of the post was I wanted her found. I couldn't stand the thought of her body just being there, and I remember something Nick had said when he first entered the house to kill her, and it was, "This bitch is dead." And so my mother never cussed online. She never put anything alarming, and I thought that was alarming. That would alert some of her friends to call the police.
Well, in the alternative, you could have just gone to a payphone and called police and said, "Go check this address. There's a dead body in there." Or you could have said, "Do you need to do a wellness check on XYZ address?"
I wasn't that smart.
You could do that as opposed to 4 days after you hacked your mother to death saying that bitch is dead. I mean, that's a pretty aggressive tip.
It was meant to be aggressive. It was meant to be alerting, because I thought her friends would look at that and say, something's not right. So let's call the police.
Well, that's an understatement. Something's not right.
But I do regret making that statement, not because it got me found and arrested, but because that was so wrong. It's not right.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.